Now throw in this NBA gambling ring, and you might think that speculation fever has gripped the country. They all want to get rich the easy way. Now we're bringing in our next guest to give us his take on all what the heck is going on here. Please welcome to the show, David Stryzewski. David, we talked off air right before you came on. I don't get it, but everybody's is trying to get rich quick. These schemes are crazy. I'm not a gambler. I love the markets, stocks and bonds, and I feel like I get better odds doing stuff like that, even trading corn or gold for that matter. But boy, oh boy, the world is now starting to have the speculation fever, and it's on fire. What do you make of it?
I'm not a gambler either, Scott, and so it doesn't make sense to me. But gambling's an addiction, and even right now, people they question what polls are true or not true. So we're even turning to some of this information as sort of a harbinger of what people are actually thinking in life, as opposed to just believing whatever some study that just shared. So it's an interesting thing to be looking at. But there's not a lot of times when you see even the mafia getting together and in common union here. But four mafia families are involved. I mean, in this very sophisticated plan to defraud people of tens of millions of dollars. So I mean, it's concerning. I think it's a cultural mirror of where we've ultimately come to at this time. But this isn't like investing. This is entertainment, and I think it's become really dangerous for our culture.
I mean, it's been going on for thousands of years. I mean, we've had biblical gamblers as well, so that's not new. But this new level of like even celebrities that make a lot of money already, athletes, they've been getting involved in more and more. It's like they just can't say no. And now what I'm concerned about is, I'll say this real quick, and I'll let you have it before we go.
Sure.
My entire life, I've been at cocktail parties all around the world, trying to tell people that the futures industry and the stocks and bonds is not gambling. If there's a real economic function that takes place, and that's what we're there to do, is set the price for corn, set the price for food, set the price for bonds and borrowing and mortgages. But now those places that I've been defending for 40 years are getting in bed with gambling sites and predictive market sites. I feel like I got egg on my face. What say you?
Well, I just even say, from a sports fan perspective, like who's throwing the game? A lot of times you see a referee make a call and you're like, are they in on something? But now it's the players. I mean, this is crazy. Who's going to pay for tickets to go to games if this type of activity is going on? And that's part of the reason why I think college football and college sports are maybe a little bit more, exciting, because these guys are still hungry and they're still, digging in for more. But who knows? Maybe there's, them throwing the game here too. I just hope that we can get to the bottom of this, and that there's a little bit more fear of God in people for taking advantage of the average consumer and trying to make a couple extra bucks.
I mean, when you can bet on preseason football, which I'll never understand, I'll never get that, why people do that, but they do. And I mean, maybe, I don't even know, but maybe you can bet on the WWF as well, because that's even crazier too, because it's all scripted too. I mean, I don't get it, but apparently I'm an old fuddy-duddy. But again, like I said, I've been worrying about making sure that people knew that there was an important economic function taking place on these exchanges, and now exchanges have gotten in bed with these things, these predictive market stuff. Where does it all end? I don't know, but you're the perfect guy to have that talk with. Thank you very much for coming on, David. Have a great weekend. David Stryzewski coming to us from Kirkland, Washington. Have a great one.